Necessity is the mother of all invention, and every invention writes a new chapter in the world. However, some of them are always beyond our imaginations, like that one among the longest and biggest dam over river Ganga. The magnificent project is Farakka Barrage. The state-of-the-art infrastructural project connects the world and facilitates its economy. One among the most important barrage over the mighty river Ganga is an engineering marvel on its own. It was constructed at a strategic location in Murshidabad district of West Bengal, bordering neighboring country Bangladesh.
Farakka barrage is diversion structure, basically intended with the purpose of creating a barrier on the river and thus diverting the ocean of the river into the river Hooghly by construction of a 38-kilometer long canal and injecting continuously 40,000 cusecs of water into the river Hooghly.
In view of trade, Kolkata port was a very important riverine port during British era. However, in last 250 years, the changing course of the river and deposit of heavy silt, this silt had reduced the water flow in the rivers Bhagirathi and Hooghly, and that was disrupting the ship movements in the riverine routes. To ease out the navigational disturbance, in 1853, Sir Arthur Cotton had suggested the construction of a barrage in the same location. Unfortunately, British government couldn't initiate the project in that time. However, soon after the independence in 1963, Indian government started constructing the barrage and dedicated it to the nation by 1975.
We have a total, this length of this barrage is 2.245 kilometer, having 109 spans, means 109 gates.
The 109 gates of the barrage work as flow regulators, which control the flow of the river. The size of every gate is 60 feet in width and 21 feet in length. Each gate is weighing around 65 tons. A team of Indian engineers constructed the barrage with a view that maintains the depth of the water level at Kolkata port, and for that, a man-made feeder canal was made on the right side of the barrage.
Now this Hooghly branch was getting reduced water. A team was dispatched here to study the reasons, and after quite a good study, they came to the conclusion that because of the river morphological changes, it may not be possible to sustain flow. So it was opined that we will have to construct a diversion structure and a man-made canal to inject water into the Hooghly.
There are 11 gates at the head of the feeder canal. 38-kilometer long feeder canal feeds over 40,000 cusecs of water to maintain the navigation routes in river Hooghly for Kolkata port.
Farakka barrage was constructed with the target of diverting of 40,000 cusecs of water from the day of inception of the barrage in 1975. When it's started, it's fulfilling the target without any disturbance.
This canal itself is a river. If you see, this bed width is 150 meter and then depth is 6 meter.
Farakka feeder canal, which we called as a lifeline of the West Bengal, and also the soul of the Farakka barrage project. The only reason of saying so is that is the idea to construction of Farakka barrage and its feeder canal to serve 40,000 cusecs of water without fail.
The mighty river Ganga flows through the feeder canal and travels 300 kilometers to reach Kolkata and maintains the navigational depth to keep the port alive.
Had Farakka barrage was not there, we would not have survived for so long. Survival of any riverine port depends on continuous upland flow. Farakka barrage ensured our survival against the natural siltation problem.
Kolkata Port plays a significant role of connecting through the water transportation systems for better trade with the India's eastern and northeastern states as well as landlocked countries like Nepal and Bhutan.
From economical and social point of view, Kolkata Port must survive for another 150 years, if not more. And for survival of Kolkata Port, survival of Farakka barrage for hundreds of years is absolutely necessary.
To boost the economy in this region, Government of India has identified the stretch between Haldia to Varanasi as #1 national waterways in the country. Not only that, the stretch is getting ready for bulk container transportation.
Importance of Kolkata has grown. Recent opening of National Waterways 1 that has increased the significance of existence of Kolkata Port.
Water Navigational Lock is one of the exceptional achievements of Farakka Barrage for water transportation system. It is one of its kind in the country. Water Navigational Lock is very much useful to control water levels while navigating the ships or boats in two different water surfaces. The water levels in the navigational lock chambers can be increased or decreased.
Any boat or ship coming down from Varanasi to the Ganga river, it has passed through the navigational lock at Farakka to travel.
To enhance the services of water transport system, the Government of India is constructing one more navigational lock here.
In 2014 onwards, the government gave a lot of focus to this development of waterways. ये एक पूरा एक प्रोग्राम है जिससे कि सोशियो इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट होगा, एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन होगा and there will be a better economic stability in this region.
Farakka Barrage project is not limited into its framework in River Ganga. Many ancillary projects also get boosted up by the Farakka Barrage. The rail and road transport systems are using the mammoth infrastructure of Farakka Barrage to elevate the economic growth. The bridge above the barrage has established the connectivity between north and south of West Bengal as well as with the northeastern states to the rest of India. Due to the bridge on the barrage, the connectivity of the people of India has become easier than earlier times.
Earlier, the rail line was not linked due to the river Ganga. Both the sides were not joined together. People used to arrive till the river banks by the rail and change over to boats to cross the river and get onto a different train on the other side. The bridge over the barrage had made the direct land connectivity, which eased out many problems and increased the speed and feasibilities overall.
A 2,100 megawatt super thermal power plant has been established at the banks of the feeder canal to generate power supply in that region. To cool down the thermal plant, NTPC needs continuous supply of water, which has been provided by Farakka. The water goes to the plant and after the use, it returns to the canal again. So, to keep the plant functional, Farakka Barrage plays an important role.
We are totally dependent on Barrage for their feeder canal maintenance, and we are very happy that we are always having sufficient water for total generation without any interruption.
Farakka Barrage is a self-sustainable project. It runs a parallel economy with its huge volume of infrastructure.
Farakka Barrage earns of rupees 44 crores its revenue earning. Our major source of earning from which we get revenue from NTPC. After that, we are getting the lease rent also those who are telecom players like Reliance Industries, Bharti Airtel, these companies through our lands laying the optic fibers and they're paying for it also.
44-year-old Farakka Barrage is serving us day and night. To keep it going, the Government of India has initiated the maintenance of the gates. From the last 5 years, the huge gates are being replaced with new ones for better service.
During the last 4-5 years, we have taken up the replacement of gates. We have already replaced around 60 gates and remaining is in the process, and by 2020 December, we will complete gate replacement.
To have the surveillance and maintain the security, the central government has recently constructed a walkway on the barrage.
And accordingly, this walkway job was taken up and it has changed the entire scenario. We have completed the walkway job last year only, and with the commissioning of walkway, it has opened a new vistas for gate repair.
Heavy flow of the water during the rainy season washes away the embankment of the river Ganga, of which lot of soil erosion takes place. Farakka Barrage takes up the cause of soil erosion and fights back to protect the river banks by establishing porcupine wall, bank revetment and reclamations of the washed away areas. For the people living in the surroundings, the barrage management provides free ferry services for all. Due to the abundance of water, the agriculture and fishing industries are flourishing day by day.
Earlier, we used to get plenty of water during rainy season. In hot season, there is no water at all. But Farakka Barrage, when comes, we get water very easily everywhere. In hot season, no water over there. There is no dearth of water. Now it's not a big problem. This is a great contribution of Farakka. We got facilitated by Farakka's water. Without its water, it could have been difficult.
Farakka Barrage has done everything for us villagers. We all are very happy villagers now. We are working, we are eating, and we are traveling well in the city now. Farakka Barrage has really helped us a lot now.
Besides saving the Kolkata port, Farakka Barrage also replenishes the water of river Hooghly. The heavy flow of its water prevents the saline sea water to move into the river at its delta. And because of that, Kolkatans drink clean and fresh water.
These ensured supply of potable drinking water in Calcutta and adjoining districts, including arsenic-affected villages also.
Around 44 years, it is supplying non-stop water, and we cannot just stop it because it is as such a lifeline of West Bengal.
As per international norms, the water sharing agreement between Bharat and Bangladesh also has been handled by Farakka Barrage, and that enhances the relationship with our neighboring country.
Government of India entered into a pact, that is Indo-Bangladesh Water Treaty, in the year 1996. According to the treaty, during the lean season, we will have to maintain a minimum flow of water, or we should allow a minimum flow of water into the downstream so that that water reaches into Bangladesh for saving or act as a lifeline of that country also.
During the construction of the Farakka Barrage, it used to be a hamlet. There was no population around the project area. No modern facilities were available. However, during the construction of the barrage, a full-fledged township was established for the people involved in the mammoth work.
It had every amenities there: school, hospital, around 2,400 residential accommodations, and then we had our own water purification plant, electricity supplying and whatnot. Everything, it's in general I should call it mini town. Whatever we get facilities in town, everything was there in this Farakka township.
Farakka Township is a complete modern setup where people live in harmony as a family. Here sports, yoga classes, social or cultural events are being celebrated together with love. Farakka Barrage, which has been spread over the mighty river Ganga, is a symbol of happiness in our social, economic and cultural lives. That's why we proudly say, Farakka Barrage, pride of the nation.
ফারাক্কা ব্যারেজ দেশের গর্ব।
Farakka Barrage, pride of India.
Farakka Barrage is the pride of the nation.
Farakka Barrage,
আমাদের দেশের গর্ব।
Farakka Barrage, the pride of our nation.
Farakka Barrage, pride of the nation.
Farakka Barrage,
Pride of the nation.
Farakka Barrage project.
पूरी दुनिया को गर्व से देता है एकता का पैगाम। हर बूंद बने जलधारा, हर एक काम देश के नाम।